One song, 7 seconds. Millions of repeats. That's how the world fell in love with Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS, who has now transformed into a global solo powerhouse. When 7 hit YouTube and TikTok like a summer storm. It didn't just top the Billboard charts, it kicked open the door to a new wave of Asian pop music. Fast, catchy, and international. But this wasn't the first time Jungkook's name rocked the global stage. He is the face of a new generation of K-pop, someone who doesn't just follow trends, but creates them. From a teenage boy with a soft face back in 2013 to becoming the first Korean soloist to perform at Global Citizen Festival in New York, Jungkook has rewritten what success means for Asian artists in the digital age. Not just an idol, Jungkook is a catalyst, and the Asian music industry is now moving to his rhythm. Jungkook might look like an overnight hero to many new fans, but his journey to the top was anything but short. Born in Busan, South Korea, on September 1, 1997, he was just a young boy dreaming of becoming a badminton player until he saw G-Dragon on TV and fell in love with music. His journey began when he passed the Big Hit Entertainment audition at the age of 13. Young, shy, but incredibly talented, Jungkook was even sent to Los Angeles to learn professional dance techniques before he had even debuted. This laid the foundation for his explosive debut with BTS in 2013 as the group's youngest member, or magne. But even as the youngest, Jungkook was never a backup player in BTS. In no time, he became the center of many performances thanks to his versatile vocals and magnetic stage presence. That's how the nickname, Golden Magne, was born, highlighting the complete package that is Jungkook. He can sing, dance, rap, draw, and even edit videos. Among the 7 BTS members, Jungkook is often seen as the bridge between younger fans and classic idol traditions. His visuals attract new audiences, but his talent and dedication keep longtime ARMY loyal. Even in casual content like Run BTS or his personal vlogs, his natural charisma shines unscripted and unfiltered. Interestingly, since 2018, it became clear that Jungkook was gaining more space to explore music on a personal level. The song Euphoria wasn't just a soundtrack for the Love Yourself era, it opened the door to Jungkook's sonic identity. Dreamy, emotional pop with meaning beneath its lightness. A former big hit producer told Korea Beat in 2023. Many people think RM or Suga are the creative brains of BTS. But behind the scenes, Jungkook is very active in choosing sounds and moods. He has a very modern musical taste. That involvement only grew after BTS announced their focus on solo activities in 2022. Jungkook didn't waste the moment. When talking about Jungkook's solo journey, it's impossible to skip Euphoria, the song that first opened the window to his softer yet powerful artistry. Released in 2018 as part of the Love Yourself series, Euphoria became not just a fan favorite, but a symbol of Jungkook's transition from lead vocalist to a unique voice, clean, melancholic, and cinematic. But the real breakthroughs came in 2022 and 2023. Starting with his collaboration with Charlie Puth on Left and Right, Jungkook's voice immediately connected with the global market. The song topped iTunes in over 90 countries and earned over 400 million Spotify streams within months. Yet the world truly shook when Jungkook released 7 in July 2023. A UK garage pop track that wasn't just catchy, it exploded. Released with American rapper Latto, 7 shot straight to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, making Jungkook the first Korean male soloist to top the US charts. And it didn't stop there. 7 broke records. Fastest song in Spotify history to hit 100 million streams in just 6 days. Its music video earned 10 million views within the first 3 hours. It stayed in Spotify's global top 10 for 7 consecutive weeks. Global media took notice. Rolling Stone called Jungkook Asia's Justin Timberlake, referencing his smooth move from boy band to solo stardom. Forbes hailed him as the ultimate crossover success. But 7 isn't monumental just because of numbers. It proved Jungkook understands the world's rhythm. He knows when to be gentle, when to be sexy, and most importantly, he knows how to make music that's not just heard, but felt and shared. Japanese music critic Aya Takahashi told Asia Sounds Journal, Jungkook doesn't just adapt to the global market. He redefines how Asian artists are perceived in that space. His music doesn't imitate, it challenges and leads. His following solo tracks like 3D featuring Jack Harlow and Standing Next to You continue to define his futuristic yet grounded style. His vocals full of control and emotion remain his strongest weapon. And with his debut solo album Golden 2023, Jungkook delivered not just hit songs, but a full spectrum of genres: dance pop, R&B, even soft rock. The album debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 and became the highest first-week digital seller for a Korean soloist in U.S. history. One undeniable fact: when Jungkook releases a song, all of Asia, if not the world, moves. Just look at how 7 sparked a massive dance challenge trend on TikTok within 24 hours. Over 500,000 videos were created using that song. The dance version even became a template for rookie idols, dance cover artists, and influencers beyond the K-pop world. In Indonesia, Thailand, and Japan, the challenge stayed in the top trending list for more than a week. The impact wasn't limited to fandoms. Jungkook's modern and danceable sound production has now become a reference point for young Asian producers. Trends of catchy choruses, UK garage-style drop breaks, and hook-driven song structures are spreading among new artist releases. For example, Japanese girl group XG released G-Rel GVNG with a format similar to 7, light vocal lead-ins, dynamic choruses, and danceable drops. In Korea, rookie groups like Rise have even cited the Jungkook Effect as an inspiration when choosing their musical direction. More than that, Jungkook is also blurring the line between idol and global pop star. Before him, most Korean solo releases stayed within the bounds of conventional K-pop styles, but Jungkook stood out. He stepped into the international arena, bringing Western-style production, visuals, and collaborators, yet still staying true to his roots. It's no coincidence that many international music producers are now openly expressing their desire to work with Jungkook. In an interview with Music Radar, Andrew Watt, producer for Justin Bieber and Dua Lipa, said, "Jungkook has a rare vocal character and pop sense. If he were born in America, he'd have been a Grammy-winning superstar by age 16. Even artists like The Weeknd and Shawn Mendes have liked Jungkook's Instagram posts, sparking collaboration rumors. What's even more impressive is that Jungkook doesn't just make songs, he creates moments. From his always viral teaser posters to stage performances that stir emotional reactions, everything Jungkook does becomes a pop culture event. One of the most iconic examples is his performance at the 2023 Global Citizen Festival. On the main stage in New York, Jungkook performed solo for the first time in front of more than 60,000 people. His performance was mesmerizing, not just because of his vocals or dance, but because of the sheer confidence he radiated. He wasn't performing as a member of BTS. He was performing as Jungkook. If music is Jungkook's main stage, then fashion is his second runway. Without needing many words, Jungkook has redefined how an idol can transform into a fashion icon without losing their identity. Everything exploded when Calvin Klein announced Jungkook as their global ambassador in early 2023. Within hours, campaign photos showing Jungkook in classic denim and leather jackets spread like wildfire. The hashtag Jungkook Calvin Klein hit the top of Twitter's global trending topics, and CK's website saw a traffic surge of 248%. Calvin Klein CEO, Jonathan Bottomley, said in an exclusive interview with Vogue Business, "We didn't choose Jungkook just because of his popularity. He has an influence that is clean, authentic, and charismatic. No one else combines mystery and youthfulness like he does." The result? The collection Jungkook promoted sold out in less than 12 hours in countries like Korea, Japan, and even the United States. It wasn't the first time fashion items associated with Jungkook sold out. Even watches, perfumes, and hoodies he wore casually during live streams often caused the Jungkook effect, a phenomenon where brands see a sales spike simply because he wore them. Calvin Klein wasn't the end. Jungkook was also featured by Vogue Korea, Dazed, and GQ Japan as cover stories, each exploring bold and experimental fashion themes. He posed in styles ranging from grunge, cyberpunk, and minimalism to avant-garde, proving his body and facial expressions are a living canvas for visual art. Interestingly, all of it felt deeply personal. Jungkook never pursued fashion for popularity alone. He often said in interviews, "Fashion isn't just about what we wear. It's about how comfortable we feel with who we really are." This explains why, even in luxury labels, Jungkook always appears down to earth. He remains the same Jungkook fans know: simple, authentic, and attentive to detail. It's not easy to break stereotypes as an Asian artist on the global stage, but Jungkook did it without compromise. John Norris, senior critic at Billboard, called Jungkook in his annual column the most fluid, versatile, and emotionally resonant male soloist Asia has ever offered to the West. Meanwhile, Megan Sullivan of NPR Music wrote that Jungkook represents a new kind of global citizenship in music, where borders, languages, and genres no longer limit acceptance. Critics say Jungkook's main strength lies in his duality. He can perform like an untouchable superstar on stage, yet feel like a lovable, relatable young man in lives or vlogs. This authenticity is what makes fans not just admire him, but connect with him emotionally. In Japan, Hiroshi Tanaka, music editor at CD Journal, said, "The Jungkook Effect has triggered a new wave in the recording industry. Now, major Japanese labels are hunting for the next Jungkook, an artist who can sing, dance, dress fashionably, and hold universal appeal." In less than a decade, Jungkook is no longer just known as BTS's magne. He's a trendsetter across industries, music, fashion, and digital culture. There are no boundaries left to stop his influence from expanding. He's the sound of a generation, the face of global luxury brands, and a symbol of sincere cultural connection. Jungkook isn't just a product of the Korean entertainment industry. He's an active contributor shaping the future of Asia's music scene, and more importantly, he's done it all with integrity, no controversies, no scandals, and no loss of direction. A quote from a fan on an international forum might sum it all up best. "We don't stan Jungkook because he's perfect. We stan him because he grows, dares, and delivers. Every single time."